All right, so now it's time for more alphabet soup conspiracy. As I explained in the last episode, the lapisode, also known as the last episode, with some examples like Tom Riddle from the Harry Potter series. Bad guys like word puzzles. Actually, they love word puzzles. Tom Marvolo Riddle, for example, scrambled the letters of his name to spell I am Lord Voldemort. So this week, my research team discovered a conspiracy hidden in a news headline from The Guardian. Bipartisan Senate group reaches deal to reform electoral count ad. I should pronounce that well. All right. Count ad, not ad, act. Electoral Count Act. Wow. All right. So no, we all know that bipartisan deals don't actually exist anymore. So we knew from the beginning that this was a conspiracy. But figuring out the actual message turned out to be a little bit tricky. Our first guess was foot transporter algorithm unpredictable results A1 ace ace ace. Okay. Let me explain that. Our best guess at what that meant was that someone was trying to build a Star Trek-style transporter and they were testing it out on feet from cadavers. So results A1 ace 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 could mean that the toes came out in the wrong order. Like maybe they had code names for all the toes. The big toe is A, the pointer toe, the second toe, the long one, was 1. And one of the other 3 toes maybe was called ace. The transporter was sometimes reassembling the foot with 3 ace toes instead of an ace, snake eyes, and solo, or whatever they called them. But, we thought about that and we thought, no, that just seems a little bit too obscure. So we kept analyzing and found 2 other possible messages. The first was meteorological fluctuation preparedness threatens reactor cab A. Okay. This we took to mean that a group of doomsday preppers, meteorological fluctuation means climate change, in this context at least. So the doomsday preppers are threatening to sabotage a nuclear reactor called Cab A. And that might be the correct message, but we actually think it's more likely this. Meteorological fluctuation, same words to start with, threatens secret Panda Aerospace RR, or Railroad B. All right. So what this means is that it's not doomsday preppers, but climate change itself, or some other fluctuation in the atmospheric conditions, that is causing problems with some Chinese, that's Panda, Aerospace Railroad, Aerospace Railroad, right? Now, what you might ask is an aerospace railroad? So it's a term that refers to magnetic levitation or maglev trains. So yes, they run on a railroad, but they also hover in the air, right? Because, they're magnetically levitated. So it's sort of like an aerospace railroad. Now, it may be that China has discovered a way to make maglev trains that fly really high above the tracks, and that's why they call it an aerospace railroad rather than just a train. But the magnetic fields are being disrupted by something in the atmosphere that's unstable. Either way, keep an eye on the weather. It may actually be important and not just nonsense that news programming teams make up to fill time.